Hey everyone! So today we're going to be making these super delicious, savory, sweet, melt in your mouth doubles. When it comes to street food in Trinidad and Tobago, many would say that doubles is the preferred choice. You are in for such a treat, and I'm so excited to share with you how to make it. If you're new to my channel, make sure to like and subscribe and click that notification bell. So without further ado, let's get started. In this bowl, I've combined flour, turmeric powder, cumin powder, yeast, and sugar to the mixture. You're going to gradually add in some warm water, making sure it's not hot because you're going to kill your yeast. So as you can see, I've added my salt after I mixed my dough. You place your salt after, not directly onto your yeast because it can interfere with your dough. You will notice the dough has a very sticky and soft consistency. That's what we're trying to achieve, so do not be tempted to add any more flour. Continue to mix your dough with a spatula for approximately 5 to 10 minutes. I've just added a little bit of that flour that I had earlier. It's the same measurement, so don't worry. To prevent a dry crust from forming on the dough, you're going to add just about a quarter teaspoon of oil on top. Cover your bowl with plastic wrap or a damp towel for approximately 1 hour or until it's doubled in size. Set it aside while we make our curry, chickpeas, and tamarind sauce. Soak the night before my chickpea and split peas. You can also opt for canned as well, so that is an option. So let's get started on the ingredients for our chickpea curry. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of curry powder, 1 tablespoon of salt or to taste, about a half a cup of chopped onions, and 3 minced garlic cloves. On medium heat, add in your oil and then start sauteing those amazing aromatics, starting with your onions. This is completely optional, but I've added my green seasoning that has a combination of shadow bene, or in North America called culantro, also some chive, some sweet bell pepper. Then add in your curry powder and fry that up for about 5 minutes. Then add your garlic and make sure to saute that as well. Add in about a quarter cup of water and then stir gently. Then let that cook down for a few minutes and then add in your chickpea split pea mixture into the pot. And you're going to let that cook, stir it up for another additional 5 minutes. Trust me guys when I say this is a labor of love. I'm now adding in my salt and a bit of Garam Masala. You can also opt for cumin powder. And now we're just going to add in some more water. And I believe I used about 7 cups of water, but you might need a little more depending on the consistency that you're looking for. In a separate bowl, I have tamarind paste mixed with a bit of hot water. Let that sit and get thickened. Add it to a 1/4 cup of water. And we're just going to let that boil for about 10 minutes or until it's thickened. Now this is a sweet tamarind sauce, so don't be shy with the sugar. Trust me when I say you're going to need a lot. Fast forward to an hour or an hour and a half, and our dough has doubled in size. Okay, so this part is very crucial, and since our dough is very sticky, you're going to need to oil your hands very well as your work surface. So make sure that your hands and your work surface are oiled really well. You're going to work one at a time, shaping your dough into mini balls. Make sure to keep your hands well oiled and flatten your dough out. So now we're going to move on to frying these on medium to high heat. You're going to fry the dough on both sides for 5 seconds each. Because the dough is super thin, it's crucial to fry for just a few seconds. Repeat the process again. Once complete, add all the fried dough to an airtight container, allowing it to steam and stay moist. At this point, I'm just going to check for softness. And to keep the authenticity of traditional channa, I'm going to make the sauce really thin by using an immersion blender. Now, if you don't have an immersion blender, you can also use a fork. You can scoop a bit of it and add to a blender. But keep in mind the channa or chickpea must have the right proportion of mashed chickpea to whole. This texture is very important and has to be a little runny. And now for my favorite part. The barra or dough must be light, thin, and airy on the inside. You can get fancy with this, but I'm just gonna stick to the curry that I made, the tamarind sauce, a bit of grated cucumber, and slight pepper on top. Guys, I guarantee you, when you put these in your mouth, it's going to taste like the real deal. When you make this, you won't be able to stop at just one. It's light and airy on the inside and definitely hits the spot. I call this melt in your mouth Trinidadian street food yummy goodness. And just a little bit of a reminder that eating doubles are best served hot. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and of course, definitely hit on that notification bell. Until next time, bye!